some of the latter illustrated by his son Christopher. Altogether, his works have sold. Next verse, or this latter part of this verse, will jump out at you every time.
And the latter part of the 19th century, early part of the 20th century.
Disseminate political ideas. As the law developed in the latter half of the 20th century,
and let me emphasize that latter point. Note immediately.
It's this latter space we want to keep in mind today. And when it comes to explanatory,
first in the latter years of his presidency and culminating in.
And so far, at least, it looks like it's really the latter. He hasn't stopped.
Media, and then if it's the latter, how do you actually monetize that?
Well, the way that we look.
Well, I'll start with the latter. The strategy is really strong in a tough market. I mean,
the Surgeon General of the Army and the Secretary of the Army. And in the latter case, I didn't fire him because he didn't know about
the latter Roman Empire, ancient warfare, and the classical tradition.
For the whole of the latter half of the 20th century, we know did not deliver.
So French, before the letter, before it actually existed, but rather see this.
The latter, by contrast, suggests an objective standard under which only the defendant's conduct.
Because I'm very taken by his latter-day rediscovery.
Felt that the Latter-day Saints needed to really enrich and enliven their minds.
President Young would personally.
And he said, well, it was the latter. Our world was